Hey guys, what's up? It's JR Cuber. In this video, we're going to be doing some walkthrough solves. Now these walkthrough solves are just going to be standard 3x3 walkthrough solves with white cross. I'm not color neutral. The idea of this is to help people who are trying to maybe break that sub 20 barrier or something along those lines to just, see if they can become a little bit more efficient in their pair solving and be a little bit faster to become sub 20. If you are a fast solver, then don't watch this because you won't get anything out of it. But if you are trying to break that sub 20 barrier, hopefully you'll get something out of this. Now, I was going to do the type of walkthrough solves that Chris Olsen did a while ago, where you solve the cube and then you reconstruct your solve so that you can see exactly what you did. But it turns out that I suck at reconstructions, so that didn't really work out. But the idea of this is not to show you exactly what I would do in a solve, but the general idea of what I would do when I'm solving. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for the first scramble, the first thing of course I look for are all of the edge pieces for the cross. Now this isn't the best cross case, but what I'd probably do is, ignoring this piece, I can see that if I bring this orange piece down, then these two are now in line. And then I can see that this blue piece is in line with its opposite color. And that's actually a good thing, because what we can do is take these two pieces that are lined up and put them with their opposite colors here. And then if I turn these down, then these three are now solved. It also pushes this piece out of the way, so we can align these three pieces and just bring that down. Now the first pair I see is this one. So what I would do is I would break the two pieces up in order to form a pair that can just be inserted here. And then the next pair immediately I see is this one. So I would bring the corner over, and I would bring the edge out of its place to be able to form an insertion pair, just like that. Then the next pair I'd probably see is this corner is in place and then this edge is out. And for this I would just use a normal beginner's algorithm. I don't really know anything better than that, and it's pretty fast if you can execute it right. So then this pair here is the last one, and since these two are flipped, basically I can hide the corner and do a U2 and move the edge across from it, and that gives me a pair that I can insert. And then for OLL, I just have an OLL and then a T-perm, and that's the first solve. Okay, next solve. Okay, so what I'd probably do here, I notice this edge is in line with its opposite center, and I like to use that a lot actually, because I know what I can do is bring this edge down, and that solves it, and then that also allows me to bring this down, which puts this in line with this. But if we bring this down and rotate, it's going to mess this up. So what we can do is bring this this white blue edge out, and then put it down like that. And now these three are all in line. I can turn them to the back and put that back down. So the first pair I see are these two here, this corner and this edge. So I'll bring the corner out like that, and then I can put the edge over its center, and when the corner is facing up, what you can do is turn it away from the side it's supposed to go. So in this case, you turn it to the orange side, and then you can put the piece over top and then insert it in. Next pair is this one and this one, and this is really easy since they both have the same color on top. You can just hide the corner and put the edge in place, and then you can rotate and insert. This is the pair that I saw next, so I'd rotate back and break up the corner and edge in the back, right, like that, and then do a rotation and insert. Now the last pair are these two, and I would bring the edge out like that, and then rotate over here, solve the pair the same way we did the last one, and put that in. Now we just have a 2-look OLL, and then we have my bad end perm basically. So that's the second solve. Okay, third solve. The first thing I can immediately see is that this cross is terrible, and these are the types of crosses that I always mess up on and do really bad at. But what I'd probably do is bring this corner over and bring it down so it matches, and then I would probably not even think to put that up. I know I wouldn't put that up, even though that would be the best way to go. So I'd bring this red piece down, which would then align the blue piece, which I'd then put in, and then I'd probably bring this edge over and solve it, and then do this one last, which is probably the most inefficient way you can solve that cross, but knowing me, that's most likely what would happen in a solve. And wow, I just dropped the cube. Okay, so first pair is this one and this one. Since the edge is facing up, we can align this piece over its center and then turn it away from its corresponding side. Bring the corner over, and then you have your pair. Then these two, which I would bring the edge out and then bring it around here and then hide the corner, bring the edge around to form the pair, and then insert it in the back. This pair is now formed, so we can just rotate and insert, and that's really easy. And then this pair here, we just do RU, R prime, U prime 3 times, and that immediately solves it. Now we have a really easy OLL and a T-perm again. So that was the third solve. Okay, fourth solve. The first thing I see is this piece and this piece, and this cross is actually not as bad as you might first think, because what you can do is bring this edge down and this edge down, and that puts these two in their correct places, and these two are now also in the correct position in relation to each other, I guess. So these two pieces can now be solved, and then you can bring these two over and then just put them in like that. This is our first pair. When the two colors are on top, you hide the piece, you bring it over, and you can solve the pair and put it in. This is the next pair. You can break it up like that, and then you get the same thing. This pair is now solved. Then we have this last pair here, which we can put it in the back, hide the corner, bring the edge around. That gives us this pair, which we can insert. 2-look OLL again. And here we have a G-perm. So that was the fourth solve. Okay, last solve. So what I can see here for the cross is these two pieces are already aligned if we just bring them down like that. So that's good. Now what I notice is that this edge here, if we bring it up here to the orange side, we can then turn it down and these two pieces will be in conjunction. So then what we can do is do a D2 to put them to the back, then bring this one down and this one down, and now they're all in conjunction and we can just do a U. This is our first pair. We can just rotate the cube and insert. This is our second one, and when you have this case but it's in another slot, you just do the RU, R prime, U prime, you do it twice, and that gives us this insertion pair that we can put over here like that. Now I don't know if insertion pair is the right word, but I don't know what else to call it, because the pieces themselves aren't paired, but when you insert it, they become paired, so I guess that's why. Now the next one to pair is this one and this one, and we can bring the corner to the back and bring the edge up like that, and now we have an insertion pair which we can put in. And finally the last one is where we just have the piece on top, and we can do that. And we just have this OLL, J-perm. And that's it. Those are 5 walkthrough solves using CFOP or Friedrich or however you want to call it. If this was helpful, then make sure to leave a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of these, then go ahead and leave a comment and tell me what type of walkthroughs you want to see. I might do some 2x2 ones and some YAO walkthroughs on 4x4, and I'll probably do some beginners walkthroughs too, so if you're just learning how to solve a 3x3 and you still need some help with understanding how the pieces move and work, then I'll do a beginners walkthrough. So let me know if you want to see that in the comments below. And that's about it. So if you like this video, give it a like. And if you haven't already done so, like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and of course subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.